And best of luck for the rest of the weekend.
Good luck.
And we'll see you later. Everyone get changed. So that's Simon Ward. He's safely through to the last 64. But what a game we've got coming up now.
Yeah, we've got a few predictions on here. We've got Random Darts thinks Boyle's going to win 7-5, where Dickie McMahon thinks Ronan's going to take 7-6. Ronan's been predicted a bit more of the favourite here. 7-4 Ronan by Nigel MacDonald. Yeah, it will be close, I would have thought. Both excellent players. Off for the lag. Ronan McCarthy closest. Ronan McCarthy to break. That's right, Kev. Chase up these coffees, please.
So, just about to get underway. Just going to share the stream link, and then we shall be right with you. So let's get this shared, guys and girls. Even Bron, who's currently undergoing major hair surgery at the hairdressers. Let's get the pool world tuned into this one. They need to be watching this one.
Right, so Ronan's gone off of his first break.
Not the start he wanted.
No. We know how comfortable Mark Boyle is on the stream table, we said it earlier. Them yellows are looking rather nice for Mark, as opposed to the reds. I'll have a pound that he goes yellows. Yeah, I think Mark likes the stream table when he gets the crowd go around him and there's a few people watching. He kind of thrives off it a little bit. We've seen Mark playing, I think it was maybe 2 tours ago. He was kind of winning everything at the time. He won the amateur, won the open, and I think he went something like was it 24 frames or something where he hadn't been beaten or something.
Well, 24 matches.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, steady.
Kind of not a bad result.
Yeah, he's got potential, this kid.
Just pot there from Mark Boyle.
Wow, well.
Yes, this could be interesting. Well, do you know what? To be honest, from the position where the yellows were there, I would have backed Mark to be further on this frame.
Yeah, more missed pots in the first few shots than there was in the whole of Cardiff, I think.
Mark chose to play the red into the middle bag, opening the middle a little bit. But the ball he's just missed, I think I would have been liable to take that ball first.
Yep. So
just proves that mistake can happen. You have to take a bit more care when you take your first shot. It can catch you out if you don't do the right one. And now Ronan's in. Will he choose to take this corner bag? What aftershave have you got on, Kev? The flies seem to be lurking around here.
Eau de toilette.
Eau de toilette. That again.
Yeah, it's that one fly. It's been really annoying, hasn't it?
Not anymore.
I think it's a drone.
It's got a bad head now. Ronan's took that back now. Wonder if there's a potential for a skill shot in this bottom right corner for Mark. He'll certainly be looking at it straight away. I think it's on.
It's tight.
It is. These tables, when they run so quick though, like they do seem easy to play the skill shot. Or will he choose to find a better angle?
Get your predictions coming, folks. Tell us who you think's going to win. If you'd share the stream, share the link. If you're watching through YouTube.
Oh, it's come out okay. I think that's come out. Yes, come out nice for Mark. Still no gimme this yellow into the bottom left corner, but it's come out just enough for what he needed. Who broke there, Kevin? Can you remember who broke? I was Ronan McCarthy.
Ronan broke, yeah.
And I don't force that, that's fine, yeah.
Oh, we're classing it as a dry break though, aren't we, that?
Yeah, just checking you're on the ball.
If you just...
Mark's yellows.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, that was the tough shot.
So that's a miss pot.
It's a miss pot.
Miss pot.
I'm alright.
2 miss pots.
And the same for him.
From Mr. Boyle.
Right, so Mark Boyle is on yellows, so... At this rate, I'm going to sneak behind Dave and nick his flask.
Come on, Chris, where are you? For goodness sake, it'll be breakfast again. We'll be getting us... getting us full English again.
I'll be having a pint of lager if he doesn't hurry up.
Yeah, Dave's just reminding us that his tea's lovely.
Nice simple little screw back now for Ronan. Land on the back cushion. Side cushion.
So important to win that first frame intake. You just, I don't care whether you're the number 1 ranked player or the number 200 ranked player. You've got to win that first. You're never in the match until you win that first frame.
That's right. Right at its feet.
You could see a bit of tension in that one, couldn't you?
I got off to a bad start against Gary Clark last night. He was off to a great start and I was off to a bad start, and I went 4-0 down. And the second I got that one frame on the board, I actually instantly did feel better.
Yeah.
By that point it was too late, but yeah, it is definitely important to get off on the start. Right.
Oh, can't get into. Has the code changed for the Wi-Fi here, do you know?
Heston 123, I think it was.
Can I get on our special one? Got a special one, but don't tell anyone. So, first blood, Ronan McCarthy in a... Oh, we had 2 missed pots in the first match.
Right, Mark Boyle a break with his famous cup break. Let's see how these pan out. We've not had many breaks and dishes off the stream there, but I think these players are going to change that. Red ball potted for Mark. Yeah, that's a good shot from Mark. He's got one tricky little ball that's at the bottom right corner, but with him putting that yellow over the middle, I think he'll play this with a little bit of pace and hopefully open them up. The red could cause a little bit of danger, but we will see. He's could have gone off this one, I presume. That's one thing Mark Boyle is really good at. He picks his routes really, really good around the table.
Yeah.
As does Ronan.
Yeah, so it is.
Yeah, his IPA badge has fallen off his top.
Try and get him.
Just won't wear it, will he?
It's not a great angle.
No. Ideally wants to get somewhere near the middle bag. Would be a pretty big punch, I think. You can create a lot of angle on these tables, though. Just needs to make sure of the pot and give it a good punch. It's come out lovely.
Oh. Got something in his eye. If it's that fly. Dry break from Ronan. So was that a reverse dish?
No, that was a break and dish from Mark.
A break and dish.
Yeah. First break and dish.
Oh, put it in the wrong section. Can't get the stuff. So if you're wondering what we're on about, this is what we're looking at. So a couple of missed early pots in that first frame from Boyle, but soon rectified it with a break and dish to level things up.
They are good to have these stats on, aren't they?
Yeah.
For the viewers at home. There was a few frames last night with, I think it was Christian Phillips' frame. There's a few forced errors and missed pots, which gives the viewers at home how the game's gone and how they performed, if you've caught up late.
You can see Ronan trying to give
big
everything in there.
Big bang, yeah.
Spotted one, so first part of the job done.
Yeah. Was he looking at maybe a yellow and then bringing this one off the right hand cushion? Should be a natural angle, just nudge into it.
It's a nice shot.
That is a nice shot.
So you can see just above the players' names, the little red and yellow lines, just indicating which colour players on.
I'm looking forward to tonight, Kevin. Saturday night's for me usually my big night. The crowd get out there and then round the stream table. Usually have a really, really good game round about the 10 o'clock mark, 9, 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
So for all your viewers at home, that's the best kind of time to watch this stream. The arena gets really full, everyone's in good spirits, and you've usually got some elite players on the stream table at the time. So stay tuned for that. It's tonight, isn't it, Kevin? Round usually about the 9 o'clock mark, isn't it?
Well, the final. 10, half 10 usually. I think 9 o'clock's a bit optimistic. Be nice.
I don't want them to miss anything, do I?
David would like it to be 9. So need to get his early finish.
Shot, Ronan. Yeah, good shot. Very neat.
So it looks like Ronan's going to reply with his own break and dish. Just got this. Well, nothing's routine in these pressure situations, but
I think Ronan's looking forward to this game. He's revved up, isn't he?
Yeah.
Taking no prisoners.
There he goes. Responds in kind. When you watching these these ultra elite players, the enforced errors and those categories are usually pretty low, aren't they?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't get many enforced errors.
I think he's gone dry.
Yes. I think reds are the balls for me.
Oh, he's only got a narrow gap there, hasn't he?
Yeah. I think if he lands the white anywhere near the black a bit later in the frame, he'll have a shot at it. So calm around the table, Ronan, isn't he?
He's incredible. You know, I am a massive Ronan fan. The amount of travelling he has to do, and you know,
perfect on that. Absolutely perfect.
Consistency of how he's played for 20 years. It's just a credit.
His temperament, his expression, it's faultless, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
He's a model, really.
Speeding up as well.
He doesn't want to be straight on this ball. Always nice to have a little angle on there. I think he's got enough angle to top it through. Maybe he's finished near the baulk line for the red in the middle.
Oh, look what I've seen. Look what I've seen.
It's Christmas.
Oh my goodness.
Thank you, Chris.
Chris, you are a lifesaver. Lifesaver.
Is there a microwave anywhere?
He didn't run, did he?
Should have said Louis.
That's not bad, that. The Costa's arrived.
Right, Ronan's got a deep little screw, I think, here now. Just needs to land the right side of the red, otherwise. He's played.
Oh, good ball.
Knuckle. He was on a nice position there.
Yeah, but
I think he sacrificed his position. The pot for the position. He's let Mark Boyle in.
Yep. So we've not had any more updates from Bron on the hair situation. Hope there's been no disasters.
Paul O'Brien's in there. He's got a slight bend in his cue, and the tip hasn't been put on correctly. Should he get the cue fixed or use his spare cue? For me, is go and see a cue specialist, because they can straighten cues out, and also put you a nice new tip on. I think you should play with a cue that you've probably got used to instead of going with your spare. Whatever you feel comfortable with, really. I got my cue when I was 16-year-old, so that's like 17 years ago now, and it's been snapped twice. One by me, one by a friend of mine.
You said, 17 years ago?
17 years.
Just checking.
Yeah, I'm still only 33 years young.
You're showing you're not missing a few digits off there.
But yeah, it's been snapped twice, and if you actually seen the snap on the cue, you'd think it would be going in the bin. But I took it to Stewie Green from greenbraze.com, and he sent the cue off to get repaired, and yeah, it was came back. It's amazing what they can do these days with cues, and it's perfect now. So I've had that 17 years. So yeah, I would stick with your own cue there, Paul. Mark just needs to be a little bit careful with these two yellows at the top. He needs to land. I think he needs to land on the left-hand side, near the middle. Is the only chance to get them open, unless he gets behind them on the back line. Just needs to take his time and make sure he picks out the right route, which I'm pretty sure he will. come you haven't got one of these pop-up posters, Kev? Or did you have one?
I've got one. I can see it from here. Whoa. It's fluked it. It's fluked. It's got 2.
I blinked and missed there.
Now, does that class as... No, it's not a missed pot. That's unbelievable.
I actually blinked and missed there. I presume he cut a ball in the left corner. And yeah, but he's run out of position now. Yeah. Ah, there we go, yeah, right. Oh. And we're joined now by Andrew McKay. McKay. They all seem the same.
He's not. Are you turned on?
Why?
Well, by all Dave's gear. yeah, I'm on now. Yeah, what can I say?
What are you doing, Andrew?
Can't get you off here now, can we?
No,
Good stuff.
Yeah, part of the commentating team now.
I'm glad you've come in, Andrew, to act as translator, because I've been sat here for an hour and I've not got a clue what he said.
Yeah.
Big shot.
Right, one big shot now, yeah, for Mark Boyle.
Can you do commentary and sign? This is a big shot, yeah.
Oh.
Didn't think it went.
Right then, Ronan, see what you can do.
So I've just seen off the real deal Peel.
Have you?
Oh, yeah. 7-3.
Very good.
Check
Good
you
play,
out.
Michael Peel. Very good.
Yeah. Neither of us broke well, but took the finishes out. So
Did you feel a bit more comfortable
yeah,
after
I was
last night?
happy with that. Yeah, it was a long day for me yesterday.
Yeah.
I'm not the fittest of characters, as you can see, but
Well, I wouldn't say that.
fatigue started to kick in for me, and just can't play well when I need me beauty sleep.
How did you find the stream? Did you feel like it affected your game, or did you feel...
Not a million miles, no, but...
Good shot from Ronan there.
Great shot.
Yeah, it was a great shot. I did miss a few balls that I wasn't expecting.
You got off to a really good start, didn't you?
Yeah.
You went 2-0 up and
Yeah.
against Christian Phillips.
I went 2-0 down and pulled it back 2-0. And then went 3-2
That's
up.
right, yeah.
And had a chance to go 4-2 up, and then it went downhill from there. And I started to get a bit hot under the lights. It is a bit warmer out there with the lighting and whatnot, but that's a great finish.
Solid as a rock.
Yeah.
Replay of this fluke.
Mark Boyle
Yeah, we'll
was
just
had this shot earlier.
but it just caused him a lot of pain. What happened with the shot? It was a thin. He'd left it thinner than he wanted, and the other ball went in. But
You don't need that against Mark Boyle, do you? When he starts fluking him.
this is Boyle.
Yeah,
But, whether it went in or not, he basically left himself in a really difficult position. I mean, the next shot he potted when into the right
middle,
centre was still a great shot. He gave himself
a chance.
So what time are you back on? Around about the 4 o'clock mark?
No, about 2 o'clock, I think.
2 o'clock?
And I think I was playing the winner of Nicky Griffith's match, and he was 6-3 up. So
Who's he playing against?
I'm not sure. I haven't heard of the lad. So
Yeah.
So 3-1.
Have we got any updates anywhere, Kevin? Any other further games out there?
Yeah, well, I've got the
I see
scoreboard.
John McAllister's at the table now. We've got Christian Phillips playing.
Another big break from. Is that red gonna go? So he's gone dry.
yeah.
So Del Redmond, he's 2-1 up against Christian Phillips. Nicky Griffiths won 7-3.
Yeah. So I'll play him and Nicky in at 2 p.m.
As they've got a decider on table 7, Martin Tonks and Steve Rose, 6-all.
Have you played this morning, Lee?
No, I played 2 matches last night.
Oh, he's gone.
Oh dear, that's another bad
It's an error.
bad nudge. No, I won my pro event to go through to Sunday. Got Mark France on Sunday morning. Then I came on the commentary and got straight on to Gary Clark. But Gary Clark off to a great start. Missed a few silly balls just in the first couple of frames, and I was 4-0 down before I blinked.
Yeah.
I managed to get a couple of frames, but Gary obviously at that kind of, he plays at a fast tempo, and once he gets going, he gets going. He's a good player.
Yeah.
So yeah, Gary beat me 7-3, 7-2. I can't remember now. It was like 11 o'clock, and I'm not a fan of the late 11 o'clock games.
Yeah.
Especially when you've been in the arena since 9:30 in the morning, and it does get a long day.
Yeah.
To get called out at 11 o'clock when you were thinking you were playing on the Saturday.
Yeah.
Tricked me.
Well, that's what sort of threw me a little bit yesterday. I jumped out of, got ready, got out of my room for yesterday, and they crowbarred James Annie's game in because he'd made a long journey, so I had to wait another match, and then yeah.
Ronan's got an excellent chance now to go 4-1 up against Mark Boyle.
Yeah.
This is certainly a good lead for Ronan.
Just dot to dot these, aren't they? Just drop this one in, the one into the other corner.
Yeah,
middle, and it's all done. A little bit of a kick there, but should be okay.
Nothing's easy at this stage in these games, though.
No, might just have to play this with the tracer side, or come back down for the other, for the lower one of the two, like that.
Just a bit under.
White's running away now, isn't it? A little bit.
Yeah.
It should still be okay for Ronan, I would have thought.
Yeah. He's going to be running towards the black now, isn't he? He just stuns it out. Oh, he's playing the other one. Yeah. Keeps his white at that end of the table.
Is he trying to come round where the white is now, is he?
He's going to double it. No. Oh, that's a good shot. Great shot.
Perfect.
Yes, great shot.
Perfect.
Great shot. Got that.
He's running around the table, is young Ronan, isn't he?
He's the one's put a Red Bull in his drink. Red Bull in his coffee.
Yeah.
That's it now. Andrew, you won't get me off this commentary.
Yeah, good.
I feel sorry for you fans at home.
I'm going to rope a few more in before the end of the weekend as well. The more the better, really. So, you've always got somebody on, fresh voices. The three-ways are great. It's a great way to as well, because you can, different of opinions and different humours and whatnot. See, he says he doesn't put any side on that ball, but I'm sure he puts a bit.
Wow, you hit that hard.
Yeah.
But they're not.
They've gone scruffy, haven't they?
They're falling nice today at the moment. That's the beauty of this game, though, isn't it? It can turn around in an absolute instant. 4-1 looks good, and
that result yesterday, the Josh Durant game, was such a shock.
Yeah.
He went 7-2 up, didn't he?
Yeah.
And he had for Josh a simple yellow drop in and the black, and then the tables turned and he got beat 8-7.
Yep.
There's no certainty in Pearl.
6 on the spin from the.
I think he did everyone's hackers into it. Everyone's accumulators went down with that one, didn't they?
Not all.
No.
So I don't know if that's a pun, but they're saying that Mark's gone off with Boyle today.
Oh. Yeah.
Now then.
Big shot here. He's going to try and get the blackout here, I think. I think he's okay.
Yeah, the black goes, yeah.
I think the yellow passes to the middle, or the white passes to get to that yellow. So
I fancy Mark to get these, you know.
big moment in this match.
Middle bag, then down the bottom right rail.
Maybe if you can just use that red just below it and just bump that down a little bit, it should be perfect. Just like that. Yeah, that's a good shot. Still got the tricky to get on position wise, I think, the one near the black, unless it passes to the top left. But
do you think he'll just play this down the rail with just a touch of left?
Yep.
To then play the yellow in the bottom left?
Yeah.
maybe, yeah.
He's so good at these shots.
Yeah.
Oh.
Just enough, I think.
It's quite straight if he is on it.
We got the overhead there, Dave.
Or even camera 5.
Camera 4, 5.
Yeah, I can get that.
Oh.
He can get it, but he's a little bit straight. He's going to have to see if he's got any angle to top it through.
Yeah, there's plenty of room there.
Yeah, that yellow seems tight, isn't it, if it's going into the in the black pocket. Currently 4-1 to Ronan McCarthy. Just having a couple of technical gremlins just on the score board at the moment, but 4-1 it is. One of the IPA's biggest fans, Peter Heel, he's having to leave us for 20 minutes to take his son for some pool practice.
Right. It's forbidden. Pack him off with a pocket full of 50p's. And
So he's just got enough angle to punch this out.
how much was a game of pool when you started playing?
Me?
Yeah,
Oh,
like, you know the coin slot.
10 pence it was.
Yeah.
It was called the Small Crafts pub. My granddad
The old
used to
10p?
take me.
Yeah.
They were massive, the 10 pence then, weren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. My granddad used to take me to the place called the Small Crafts.
That's a great shot.
He only took me there because he used to get a sneaky pint.
Sneak, but yeah,
Yeah,
same
he
as
used-
my old man.
He used
Yeah.
to say to me, Nana, I'm just going to take the bairn down on the bike, you know, on the bikes down the front. Straight in the pub. Lock the bikes up. I have a game of pool. Keeps me happy.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
it.
there were 10 pence.
Is this a break and dish, this one?
Yes, it is. Yeah, it was a great breaking dish as well from where they landed off the break. Because as you mentioned, Kev, off that break, you know, he said it. You know, they don't always come out nice.
Yeah.
And,
It's funny you should say that, Andrew, about playing pool and stuff. We used to tell fibs to my nana. I used to get on the bus, and then my granddad would meet me off the other end. But every single week, we were always an hour late. So I'd then tell my nana that I got on the late bus because I missed the first bus. Then we'd be telling her the bus had to break down and this and the other. We'd always be in the pub having a few games of pool, and that's how I started playing pool through my granddad, actually.
yeah. My old man used to take me in one of the roughest boozers in town, and there'd be like a line of about 12 markers on the table, and it'd be winner stays on. And because I was a little kid and I was beating up all these blokes, and they were all getting trolleyed and taking advantage of them. And then when I lost, I'd just give them the puppy eyes and let him stay on. He used to say. Yeah.
Try again, Ronan.
Yeah.
It is his Achilles heel. If he's ever had one, it is the break, isn't it?
Yeah. And these Reds look.
I don't understand why, though. Plenty of balls have gone up the table, haven't they? They've opened nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just that luck element, isn't it?
I just don't feel as if they're travelling for such as long long a time as some of these big boys. You're not getting that extra 4 or 5 seconds of ball movement.
Yeah.
How many times it is always the last ball that drops in just as a bit of a lifesaver.
Yeah, good feeling that, isn't it?
Don't know.
I spoke to your opponent from yesterday, Miles, and he said you were crunching him yesterday, potting like 3s, 4s off the break.
My breaks were lovely against Miles. Yeah, I think that got me through the game, to be honest. There was one frame in particular I can remember. Do you know the break that you always want, where you break off, you pot 3 and there's 4 drop-ins?
Yeah.
And I had a frame where it was 20 seconds long. Yeah, it was. Them was the ones you want, but yeah, they were landing nice for me. And Miles' break was a little bit tied up at times.
Yeah.
I've always stuck with my usual break, trying to screw up the table, but a few months back I started struggling with my break. So I used to do where you stand up off your break and you just look down your cue.
Yeah.
And you know what? I think I'm a 31 plus break mile an hour now.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I am, Kev, yeah.
Mid-20s for you. Mid-20s.
But yeah, for some reason they seem to crunch nice and I'm timing them well, so stick with that.
Kev used to have a nice break back in the day.
What?
Yeah, a bit of
2 glasses and a light bulb.
Usually about half an hour in between mid-frame.
These have been out before, surely.
Yeah.
Last commentary.
Oh,
hello, Mark Boyle.
Goodness me, that's unbelievable.
Unforced error, 2 of them.
2 missed pots in the first frame by Mark Boyle. He didn't seem his comfortable self, honestly. Even just looking.
It's 4-2, David. Yeah.
Even just looking at Mark's expression on his face.
Okay.
Oh my God, I think he heard me there. He looked at me.
give you the daggers.
No, not the Scottish daggers.
No, you don't want them, do you?
You could have a horse's head in your bed in morning.
Mark Boyle doesn't look happy, and then he glared at us.
Oh, that's a tremendous shot.
Oh,
Yeah,
look at that.
so
Tremendous shot.
That couldn't have come out any better, could it?
So he's just got to work out where the black's going.
Yeah. I think in that situation I'd like to try and develop it rather than try and get on it and leave my last ball, because it's I think it only.
Well, he's got a chance now, hasn't he? I mean, he could.
Yeah.
He's got one over the top right bag as his insurance, so he could maybe clip this one into the left middle, spin the white around a couple of rails. If he can get into it that much, I'm not sure from this angle, but I think he's got a few options.
Yeah, I think I'd like to the one he's closest to, just jab that in and leave the angle on the other one and go into it that way. And but it's personal preference, isn't it? And like you say, he's got a lot of insurance because of those other balls up there.
I am a big fan of Mark Boyle. Since he came on this tour this year, I've seen some pull from him that I've never think I'd ever seen, but it just shows he is human, because at the moment Mark's feeling the pressure. His mannerisms and his head's down and he's shaking his head and stuff, but he can still get back in this game, don't get me wrong. It's just he's certainly feeling a little bit of pressure at the moment, Mark, which I've never seen before.
You have to remember he's tournament winless in the last 2 tours after his such high standards in the first 2 tours. 3 out of the first 4 events, didn't he?
Yeah.
Well, I've played Mark twice now on the stream table, and I think Andrew's commentated both, and I think out of every single frame, I think he missed 2 balls out of both matches, didn't he? He was faultless, really.
Yeah, he was, yeah.
He was certainly faultless at Bradford.
That's where it was, wasn't it? I think it was Bradford.
Once in Bradford and
Newcastle.
Yeah, Newcastle.
He's going to try and screw into it now.
Great shot. Oh, unlucky. Oh, he's left the double. He should be okay there.
Yeah, he'd have expected a little bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Where do you want to share it?
Yeah, I think he's going to commit to the double here, and he just wants to get this white just somewhere a bit further to the right than where it is now. Yeah, just like that. That's
it's important that he doesn't go too much further past the blue spot, because he needs to back double it.
Yeah,
that's his target area, the blue spot.
great shot. That's okay. He's cutting it back
A little bit
but
short. I don't think the back cuts on now, you know.
I think he can still get this.
Is it?
Yeah.
The camera angle can be deceiving.
Big shot. Massive shot. It's not in.
White.
No,
it's the
white.
white.
White's gone. Wow.
The white always finds that angle, doesn't it?
Yeah, and that was all because he just came a little bit short on that positional shot. The white was running away, but I still expected him to pot that.
From the black going safe, it was looking 5-2 to Ronan, but now it's going to be a 4-3 by the looks of things.
Yeah. He was a bit unlucky there, to be fair. I mean, you know.
Yeah, it was.
Anything
He played a great shot to get the black out, which black went back in.
Yeah. And they can be the margins, can't they? They can be the margins between winning and losing. You know, a little nudge, a roll, a trying to develop here and there. You know, if that comes out 5-2, he's going to be thinking, I've got this match.
Yeah.
And now it's 4-3, and we're basically just on serve.
How's things working for next year, Kev, in the lines of the who goes out, who comes in? Is there any more opportunity for any new lads coming through the...
Well, I'm going out.
All right.
You're coming in.
Okay.
So I'll give you the keys to the safe and the PIN number, and off you go. Because I'm off to Caribbean.
I was going to say there's nothing in it.
There's only IOUs, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm off to Caribbean, apparently.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, as happens every year, some pros will drop off, and
Do they have to give you notification if they're not going to play next year, or how does it work?
professionals do, yeah, because they have to.
So, for instance, they can't afford it, or they've got commitments. They just let you know, and then can you open that spot for them then, or does it get held for them for the?
Well, it would only be held for 1 year because of the way the ranking lists work.
Yeah.
On the 2-year points.
Yeah.
So they would still be in the rankings.
So they could still have a year out and still class them, still come back in the pro.
Yeah.
Just ask him, Lee, if he can have a year out. Beat around the bush.
Black off the break for Mark Boyle. Re-rack.
He's changed his break.
That's different.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Oh dear.
And it's not worked for him.
In a downward spiral at the moment, Mark Boyle. It's definitely not what we're used to seeing with him.
So just need the score updating. It is 4-3 to Ronan. Mark won that last frame.
Mark Boyle's did his usual cup break and put the black, so he's changed it and he's played a front break and screwed straight off.
Right, so he's out of his comfort zone.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were talking to Kev about positions and next year's stuff.
Yep.
So
what happened? So there'll be some new. So we know some of the guys here this week will be having an eye on the rankings because we've changed it for this year. So it's just top 16 in the amateur rankings who are eligible to turn professional, and some will, some won't. That's the it's a free choice for players to make. And I would expect there'll be probably 10 to 12 new pros, and there'll be some that drop off. Maybe 4 or 5. Who knows? I don't know yet. You know, everyone's situation, circumstances change. You know, pro status is not for everyone.
Did you say there was a cap on a pro then or not?
There will be a cap at the end of next year.
Right.
We don't envisage having more than 96 professionals.
Okay. So
depending what happens over the next 2 years, it may be that 96 figure is actually 64. And then if we decide to cap it at 64, depending on who comes in and comes out.
Yep.
And then after that, we'll do some sort of promotion relegation type system into the pro ranks. We've not thought that far ahead in terms of how that will work.
So it's 4-3 now.
3-4.
3-4, yeah.
Did Matt going off?
Just then, yeah.
So that is, are we classing that as a dry break?
I put them down as an unforced error because he's screwed straight in off, so...
Running yellows, isn't he?
Yeah, it's not saving from mine.
He can just stun across here and take the yellow into the top left corner here, I think. Or can he run it in? Oh, he can run it in.
A little bit straight.
Yeah, he's going to have to run this down now, down the right hand side of the table, I think, and bring the white past the centre bag.
Do you think he can bring it down the left hand side and take the black into the middle?
I think he's running this so.
Well, he's filled us both. He's left a difficult shot here, yeah.
Big frame, 5-3.
Big shot.
Yeah. It's a big bridge, this is as well. He's got a lot of bridge hand here. This is easily missable. He's awkward.
You can see the tension. You can see it in his face. He loves it, Ronan. He loves a battle.
She's there.
Oh, lovely.
Absolutely.
Great shot.
Nailed it.
Yeah, I'll be happy with that. Yeah. So, regains his 2-frame lead. 2-frame cushion. Hey, if Ronan wins this, I think this will be the first time that I've got further in the Open than Mark Boyle. I'm better
Claim
than
to fame.
To be fair though, it's a bit of a tough first round draw, isn't it, for anyone in this match, isn't it?
Yeah.
And if you drew either of these.
Sorry, no, I've had Mark Boyle as my first game as well before, remember?
Yeah,
I got Neil Rayborn and then Mark Boyle.
Oh yeah.
So swings and roundabouts.
So another massive frame in this match. Can Ronan get to the hill?
Yes, ball down.
Ball down. White's still on the
Two
table.
balls.
Wants that to stay up, really.
Yeah.
At least he's got a starter now.
They're not gimmies.
No, not at all. There's an awkward cluster there around the black. I expect him to take yellows.
Wow. What do you think? Playing the one over the bag and running into them, do you think? Or trying to open things up? Or do you think he can play the plant into the middle and...
Yeah, the plant's missable, isn't it? You think he might just drop this and try and get behind it? I don't know. No.
Wasn't an easy start, huh?
Yeah, he's concentrating on getting that white bang behind that plant, didn't he, to make that as easy as he could, because that was going to be a tricky shot.
We've had quite a few missed pots in this match so far. In the 8th frame, we've had surprising.
And a few careless errors. So it's still open table. So if you're new to Blackball, Lee, do you want to explain the rule from the break? If you pot something, how it all works?
Yeah, so if you break off, you still have to pot a ball. So say you break off and you pot a red and a yellow. It's your next ball that is potted, which will be the ball that you're on. If your opponent fouls off the break, your first shot's a free ball. So if you were to choose a yellow, you're not necessarily on yellows after that. You still have to use the next shot as your ball that you nominate on.
Yep, so the first legal ball potted after the break.
That's what I was looking for, Kev.
Yeah. Hey, why use one sentence when you can use a paragraph?
Talk a glass ice lead, couldn't I?
Don't ask him time, for goodness sake. You'll get a full history of the clock.
What did he say, Andrew? I can't understand him.
We've had that joke already.
Yeah.
We've got no new material.
Got a few accents in this commentary box, haven't we?
I was told to keep things clean.
Yeah.
So, what's his plans here? Is he going to keep
I don't know
attack?
Do you think that yellow passes up to the top right? I don't know. It looks tight.
He's got a free plant, the yellow onto the yellow top, and he could stop the white dead.
Yeah.
And he's not leaving Ronan a shot, but it's a big risk, isn't it? I think he'll
the ball is closest to you, plant that onto the other one, yeah.
One at the top, yeah.
That'll open it up, won't it?
Leave the white dead.
Yeah, he's planting.
Yes. Is there?
Yeah, tied. 2 yellows tied up. Oh dear.
Well, he's got a shot, at least.
He's not got much else.
But
things actually going a little bit unlucky for Mark. Any cannons he's playing, they seem to go unlucky for him.
It can happen to anyone, can't it?
Can, yeah. Seems to be all of them at the moment.
And to be fair, when he was having that good run earlier on in the season, all those little nicks and cannons were going just right for him, weren't they? And I think confidence, when you're confident, you get those little bits of form.
Ronan's deadpan face as usual.
Pan face. Oh,
yeah,
no. It's come bad for him.
Does this yellow on the right hand side go?
Yeah, it goes to the bottom, but that's a tough shot.
It's his position as well, it's tough.
Yeah. Yeah, this is tough now for Mark.
Sounds a bit drastic, but if he did play this yellow in the bottom right corner, the white's running at the red. If he can flick onto the top side of it, could leave him a chance to kind of spoil. It is a big ask, but I can't see
it's the only thing he's got, really, isn't it?
Yeah. If he leaves the white somewhere near the middle, he can play the top bag and stun it the hard yellow. It's all on this pot. This pot.
He's got to play it.
It's a monster pot anyway.
This is massive.
Give it 100%. Hopefully he'll have something.
Wow.
Whoa, it's
a bit of a thrash at that, didn't he? I don't know whether that was out of a bit of frustration or...
Well, he basically couldn't play it soft, could he? So he's just giving it 100% and...
yeah.
He didn't have any great options, so... took the ultra aggressive option. Whack it.
Whack it.
You may have got a lucky kiss, lucky cannon somewhere. If he'd have potted it.
These are not easy for Ronan though, either. There's no simple route here.
No, but he'll be pleased to be getting shots.
Definitely, yeah. He's tying it up here now.
Get his tough balls out.
Yeah, doesn't need to push the boat out there.
No, he's completely in control.
It's a nice shot, that. He's
forcing him to develop that area and see all.
Yeah. Yeah, to be honest, you're talking one shot now. One shot now for Ronan, he's in.
Yeah, if he gets a chance, he's going. He's going next.
Mark's got a chance here to roll up to that yellow, and he could just, he could just weld the white in between the cushion and the yellow if he gets it right, and that'd put Ronan in trouble.
If the yellow and red were next to each other, I think that will be an easier shot, but that will be a big ask, and he's got the red.
Might top the white through just a little bit to sit it on the black.
He's got some crazy
clipping off the.
That's a nice save.
Yeah, that's a great shot.
That's a nice save.
That drop.
I think the red goes.
Yeah, it does.
No,
In the
I
middle.
don't think it does.
This one.
Well, Ronan's tapping the table. Yeah, it looks like it goes.
Yeah, it goes. I'm sure it does. I think he's looking at the angle it's coming off the bottom cushion to develop the other one. He's just pointed at.
Yeah, Ronan's got to be very careful now.
A sensible shot for me would be to pot this one in the middle.
Yeah.
And then the opposite middle, just nudge it out and play a contained safety.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah.
He doesn't need to be a hero.
It's just come off at the wrong angle there, but he should be able to.
He could just
lay good safety.
Yeah, stick the white behind the black.
Good safety from here.
Dave's having a nice pair there. It's seen better days, but he's tucking into that, isn't he?
Oh yeah, it's all right for Dave. Sat there with his. What's that you got there, Dave? Oh, pear.
The cat. No,
don't know.
The cat here, Dave.
I thought he was eating potatoes raw then. Yeah, the cat here, Dave. I was going to say something, Dave, but it's like the kids at school, and stop chewing.
I think Ronan's going to play the same kind of shot here. The ball on the cushion, he'll
just run it forward a couple of inches.
Yeah, and get it out. Maybe double it across.
Yeah.
And keep the white somewhere where the red is.
But because he's potted that one over the middle, that was blocking Mark's other yellow, he's got to be.
Oh, it's gone in.
It's gone in.
He's going to have to be ultra careful now. Well, I mean, if that's actually not too bad, because if those two reds together, if the left-hand one goes in the middle, he can play on that next.
Can he play this red off that yellow next to him and just open that pocket up?
No, it's too far up.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, just I think.
Another route you've got is, I think if he's going to play it in the middle, leave the white somewhere near the blue spot to stun up for the other ball in the top right.
Depends what angle he's got on the one into the middle. On the overhead, can we just see what angle he's got there?
I think he can top through.
Yes,
he's
got
6-8 inches.
He's got angle.
Top through 6-8 inches, and then maybe he's played the bottom left.
Yeah, that's the one that I thought he'd play on if it went, but I bet that's tight. It's one that you want to be right behind. No, he's taking Sally Gunnell out for lunch today, so I bet he might come in later. Yeah, we had Chris Akabusi apparently on the chat yesterday.
Really?
We're not convinced it's the real Chris Akabusi, but he says he was, which he would. But
There's a picture of him as well.
So he said he's going to come and do some commentary, but he was taking Sally Gunnell out for lunch.
Was he taking your spot, is he?
You can have my spot. You can have my job. So we'll see. We'll see if he turns up.
Ronan's having a good think, isn't he? He's trying to find the right way.
Yeah, he knows how important this frame is. 6'3" and 5'4". Massive difference.
Yeah, he's taking my way.
It's too short. Alright, okay.
Yeah, if he can stun up, can't he, and
Yeah.
play the red into the top right.
If he does overstun it, he could maybe potentially play the plant in the middle, but hopefully he can
This is a
sit
big
somewhere
shot.
near the yellow.
Big shot. Don't want to snook himself behind the yellow.
He held it too good. That's
It's
fine, that,
yeah,
yeah.
because he can use the yellow as a
Yeah,
stopper, can't
It's
he?
fine, yeah, it's a good shot.
Big shot. Another big shot coming up. They're all big shots, aren't they?
6-3 to go 6-3 would be good, yeah.
Yeah,
He can play it playing ball, so he doesn't have to do anything with the white.
great overhead there. Oh, he's
Oh, he's a bit thin, but he's
that's a
got
great
there.
shot, great shot. Oh, Cole Bedford down, giving the table a slot. Not happy.
Can he punch this past the yellow, can he? Oh, it's tricky this, you know.
Do you think he can just flick off it?
I'm thinking he's going to stun it, punch past it.
Yeah, it's fine.
Exactly like that.
This has
What a
been,
great clearance.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
It's black to put him one frame away from victory.
How many times have you seen it though, Ronan, when his back's against the wall in a finish, and you know, it just
About a million.
yeah.
About a million. It's just
That's what
just
makes
ridiculous.
him the player he is, and you know, those tight situations just makes it.
and the amazing stat on there is the pots from the break, isn't it? You know, Ronan's break, which is traditionally not the best.
He's gone back to his cut break.
Where
He's
Mark's
actually,
was usually faultless breaking, isn't it?
Yeah. Everything's flying around.
It's a good break that.
It's a better one.
Wow,
Black.
look at the black.
Could be danger.
Yeah,
I think he can skill shot that.
yeah. You'd want to go yellows here, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
But because of the
I think Mark will be able to nudge that black open.
See if there's any eye-catching results or scores coming through so far. Liam Dunster, many people's choice for this weekend. He's 4-0 up against Keir Monaghan. He's that young lad who's impressing everyone.
He's under the stream table. Liam's under the stream yet.
Craig Marsh got through 7-4. Andrew McKee, he just scraped in 7-3.
this is the real deal, Michael Pitt.
Mark Pickworth, IPA secretary, 176.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, good on him. He couldn't remember the name of the guy he was playing when I saw him in the lift. So do you play, Matt? So I can't remember his name.
How did Mr. Webb get on?
Well, that's a lovely shot there from Mark Boyle.
Simon Webb, he lost 7-4 against Mark Bowen.
That was a great shot there from Mark Boyle. I don't know if we can get back on the replay. With obviously the black tied up.
Yeah, I think you'll see him loosen up now because he's in that can't miss mode now.
Yeah. It was a really good shot to develop the black.
One mistake and his match over, so.
Rob Duncan 5-2 up against Michael Howe. So it's a good game.
Rob Duncan and Michael Howard, did you say?
Yeah, Michael Howe from Wales.
Yeah,
Very good player. Very
yeah.
good player, yeah.
Howie.
Howie, yes. John McAllister 5-3 up. Cole Bedford, who we tapped the table a minute ago, he's 4-2 down against Jack Heckingbottom. Replay coming up of the...
yeah, this is the development shot that Mark Boyle played.
Played to perfection.
Yeah, it was a great shot. Just opened the game, or opened the frame up for himself in one shot, that.
It's not, you can't overscrew that, can you? You've got to just...
Yeah.
It's almost a plain ball. It's a centre ball shot like that. That's
Yeah,
shot,
yeah.
it?
And just for the viewers at home, you'll see a lot of the pros play that shot with the insurance that they know they're going to be on. Pretty much guaranteed to be on a ball if they make contact with that, so that's why he played it.
So the next match on the stream will feature...
Nearly. He's made a ball.
Will feature Ben Davis from Wales, one of the top IPA players.
Yeah.
He's up against another of the rookie IPA pros from the northeast of England, Gavin Robinson.
Gavin, the Gavalanche Robinson.
Yeah, so both fairly slow players, so it could be a bit
Gavalanche.
Yeah, they're
could be a
Fujian, a bit fit
fudge
Fuji
fest,
players.
isn't it?
Yeah.
So that should be another cracker, so stay tuned for that one. The matches are going to come through thick and fast now.
He's
all the way
good to
through.
watch, Gav. He's,
You've all got your nicknames up there, haven't you?
What's he done there?
He's tried to play the thin cut on the red to knock the one in over the bag because the yellows were a little bit tough. But yeah, he's just missed it completely and he's left. Mark will probably drop this in the middle. Yellow. Yeah, we do have a few nicknames.
You got the buzzer, Hal Crow, and
Yeah.
you got the real deal Peel, the Gavalanche.
Man's the best.
What's that?
Lee the Stingray.
The Sting.
No, Kevin.
That's original.
Don't be getting jealous.
He's
Yeah.
just Kev the leader Barton.
It was the only way I could get a nickname was to become chairman.
Yeah.
Kev Caviar Barton.
The boss.
In my heyday, I was nicknamed the surgeon.
The surgeon. He used to wear a mask. He's opted to go for reds.
No, it's because when you were playing him, he was like having anaesthetic.
Played in rubber gloves.
Yeah, he just got numb.
Yeah, I used to wear a white outfit. The surgeon, yeah. I was good in my day. It was a Tuesday, I remember it well.
Is that because you were
2005.
clinical, Kev?
Yeah.
Clinical, yeah.
Yeah.
I was.
Clinical, yeah.
Clinical in them days.
What other nicknames have we got?
It's my first ever pro scalp. Kev was.
You've told me a few times.
Yeah, when I first came with.
Sure.
Yeah,
I didn't realise things had got that bad.
yeah. I remember meeting him in the bar after.
Aye.
That's what you get when you don't practice.
Is that what it was like them days?
Yeah.
I was wearing a flower there so he could recognise me.
You were meeting the surgeon in a bar?
The
Yeah.
surgeon, yeah.
So, anyway, Mark
Yeah.
Boyle. Is that... How costly will that mistake from Ronan be?
He choose to play the one he's on now, I think, down the rail.
Yeah, he's got to, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Screw back up for the one at the top.
I think topping through for the
I
middle.
don't think he's topping through.
Ooh.
Not enough.
He's come short there.
I think he's still okay. Just need to drop it through 6-8 inches and then come round the right hand side of the table. Should be fine. few people have mimicked the real deal name now. I think Peely's was the one, but there's a few people call themselves the real deal now.
Do they?
Peely's rhymes, doesn't it?
Yeah, the real deal Peel.
Yeah.
I like playing Michael because he plays the game like I think it should be played. You know, he's doesn't hold back from anything, does he? You know, when he's flowing. But I stopped him from flowing. You know, I was taking my finishes out, so this is a good finish
good
off Mark.
Yeah,
Excellent controlled.
Yeah,
the mistakes Mark seemed to have made these past few frames. He's only one behind now, so he's still clawing in these games.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, so we'll just have a quick look at the shot that Ronan played. So he's trying to come off that second red to put the one over the hole, and just completely misjudged it. I mean, it's he's hit that far too thick, and sat down for the rest of the frame. So the next time he comes to the table, he might be for handshakes.
So the matches on table 10, Jason Hill, Gary Clark. Jason Hill, Gary Clark, table 10. Table 8, Daniel Wallace, Lee Hansen.
Yeah, I think this is going to go at the wire this game.
Yeah.
Predictions are right.
Table 11, Neil Rayborn, Lee Morris. Neil Rayborn, Lee Morris.
Is that white going to... Oh, the black almost nudged the white in. And look at those reds. He's going to want to have a little go of those. 6-5 Ronan.
Yeah, Paul O'Brien just said there about there's another nickname, the George Tierney real number one. The Ireland's number one, is it?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, moving on.
That's another nickname.
It is a nickname, yeah. There's only one way to prove that you're the real number one, and that's to be on this stage.
Yeah. I think he only plays women now, doesn't he?
Haven't got time to be listening to all that rubbish.
Makes me laugh though, that guy.
Yeah, he is. He's good,
comical,
good value. But
That was a straight... obviously that yellow must go past the black in the bottom.
Yeah.
It looks tight, that. So you can't tell from here, but I would have thought reds anyway, to be honest. But okay, well he's on yellows. So he's not really wasting much time. So it must be he's underhit that one.
Yeah.
He's underhit that one by a fair bit.
It's okay though, he's got this one, the bottom right, to try and land on the cushion on the left hand side. Gets one of his danger yellows, but doesn't pass the black. But yeah, it's not ideal where Mark wanted it.
Couple of big shots coming up in this match. Ronan watching on, hoping to get a chance. Oh,
wow! Oh, he's tied the black up a little bit.
wow.
Don't know if he can get to the potting angle of that black unless he can.
He was trying to pinch a bit of the pocket there just to get the position. You can see there with the new super duper cameras, I reckon he can flick that black in.
Yeah. The black goes.
Yep. So he's got one very tricky red. Unless that goes in the middle. A great shot there. Oh, he's swept it safe.
He can stun this white right behind that red that he's next to there. can get good safety here.
Yeah, but he was going for frame of match
there.
there.
Yeah. So just a little stun shot.
Yes.
That's a good shot. Oh, they done it in.
Oh, that's done him a massive
Yeah,
favour.
That's a good help.
Yeah.
That has done him a massive favour, because that means he can put the one in the middle now and open that other one.
Yeah, I'll be happy with that.
What a difference that would have made if it had gone in.
The one cushion escapes blocked off here, I think, as well. So
That 1 centimetre, even half a centimetre,
that's tricky. That
turned him from an underdog to a massive favourite. Oh, it's all happening now. It's all happening.
Well, as it stands, Mark can't finish with that yellow tied up with the black. So
Yeah, but does that other yellow near it?
yeah, bump
Going
bump
off.
them out, yeah, could do.
What can Ronan see there?
So was Ronan attempting the top right corner to leave the white near the left middle? Because then he could play the one at the top and then open his ball.
I think it is the shot. It's closest to whether he's got the right angle playing ball just to come behind that other red. Can't quite tell. But, the one up the rail doesn't really offer any value for after potting it. So he's swerving to put the one over the rail and hopefully just to try to nudge that other edge just an inch. The light, another little bit more on that one. I think this is the yeah, if you want to check on how anyone's getting on, if you just go to the website and click on the live scoring, you can find all the results there and scores on the live stream. But this could be the shot for the match.
No. So tough with it being so close.
Now, that yellow can sneak past the where he's looking at now.
Yeah.
And I think if he just bumps off the cushion first into the black, opens his other yellow up nicely. It's a good chance now for Mark Boyle, especially the position he's just been in.
Yeah, if we look at that amazing camera shot there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think that goes past.
He has to bump the cushion first off the black, doesn't he?
Yep.
The next shot is getting on that ball, isn't it? He's going to stun up there with a bit of right hand side. Top push right hand side.
Oh, what's going on?
Too much.
He's, well, I'd like to play it now from there.
It could be the shot though to take the bag at least. Well, he's pushed Ronan's red safe now, hasn't he, as well?
Yeah. I think there's a few more twists and turns in this one, do you?
I think I'd still go for that cut, you know, Kev. I'd go for the cut, try and nudge the black. If it's open, you're on. If not, it, you know, potentially covers the bag.
Yeah. He's going for the safety.
Tuck it in behind it.
What an old fudger.
He's left Ronan an opportunity to get his hard ball out now.
Yeah, that's a bad shot. He's a little bit tentative on that one.
He's not feeling it, Mark, is he?
What can he see? What can he see? He'd love to get that red out and leave the white at the top end of the table.
He has to be careful because even if he leaves Mark a pot, Ronan should know what Mark's plan is.
Yeah, he's probably going for the one at the top, just to nudge that off the rail. Where's
He's
the white?
He's white. Oh.
But he's left a clip. It's all gone.
He has to play the one on the cushion now.
Yeah, he's got to play the.
Yeah. Has to. The white's running into the yellow.
This is not easy.
No, it's not.
I think if he does it naturally clip that
I think
black
it
on the
doesn't
way
have to-
through.
No. It'll pot cleanly.
The thing is, if he hits it not perfect, he's just going to bounce
Pot
the
it.
black more over the hole and leave
Yeah.
it more on. If he's slightly too thick, he won't win the bag.
The worst thing he doesn't want is just pot this cleanly though. Otherwise he's also in a world of hurt.
Getting the perfect view there.
Yeah.
No, he's played that well.
Played it
so-
well.
Played it well, yeah.
Oh, it was a
And he's
great
on the
shot.
middle, yeah.
Is he going to be hampered queuing?
Oh, another twist to it. Oh dear. Mark. I'm starting to feel a little bit sorry for Mark here. Another inch shorter would have been fine.
The next match on table 4, Alex Randall.
So if he drops it in, what's he got after that? He's got.
He's looking there. He thinks he can top the middle through to play the red down back into the rail with the black. Doesn't look like he could top it through though.
Is he going for the other one, the harder shot? No. Is he clipping this and trying to bring the white twice across?
I think he has to. There's no way of playing the yellow closest to the black. I don't think he can get behind the black.
Can he play the yellow off the cushion off the black?
No, I don't think it can go.
If we look on the overhead, you can see how the one into the middle, how thin that looks, doesn't it? But at least it would give him some sort of natural angle.
Could he cut it thin and then play the double towards the red?
We're about to find out. No, we're not.
I wonder if the red doubles across there.
I think if you can play it hard enough,
The pot in itself is hard enough.
yeah,
Yeah, just missed the pot.
that's because he played it at pace. And look at the position he had.
Yeah.
It was absolutely perfect. But,
Yeah, he was looking at twice across.
this is a
Ronan's first shot over the bag now. Getting a hard
I
ball.
liked your shot, Lee. I think that the double may have been a nice option.
It had a bit of a fail safe with the red, didn't it?
Yeah. So this is Ronan's chance for frame and match.
Stay away from being off on these shots.
So it's all about this shot, I think, isn't it now?
yeah. You got to commit.
This is where you earn your money. These sort of shots. And he's got to run it through, so he can't just dolly it in dead weight. He's got to put a little bit of something on it, I think. Yeah, not easy. Just trying to get that bridge hand sorted.
Gives Mark another lifeline.
Yeah.
Like the
And he's
gives
got,
him
he's got a nice angle. Can just
Yeah.
drop behind this.
He's given him a good opportunity.
Just remind everybody, please use the
Ball for ball potting. I'll fancy Mark to pot this.
Yeah. Can just drift down, and if it goes too far, he'll have it into the middle.
Yeah, it's all about the pop. Just let the white do the work. Is he putting?
Oh, and that's not come out the best, really. Unless you can
Might pop both. Yeah.
screw in
both
off
together,
Yeah,
yeah.
unless you can screw in off the cushion.
This is the part of Blackball where you're not bothered where the white's going. If it's going at the black, I think he probably will choose that option, you know. Yeah, great shot.
There we go.
6
It's
all.
down to the wire.
The next match on table 1, Gareth
Yeah.
Higgins, Aaron Nixon. Gareth Higgins and Aaron Nixon table 1.
So Ronan to break the decider for him.
Yeah, just that one up the rail, just jabbed it a little bit, didn't he? It wasn't quite a smooth stroke, but it's understandable. The pressure's incredible, isn't it? Yeah, it's completely different to playing a first to 25 money match. This is a race to 7 to win a prestigious title. It's
And this is what comes from being a top player like Mark. Getting over the line against the player. It's all right getting to that point, but
This
is
is
actually getting over the line to beat a player like Mark. It's just that extra little bit of.
boom.
the whites.
Oh no, he's dry.
He's come up dry.
The yellows look good here. He can stun the one into the middle.
Can he?
Yeah, the one that he's sort of parallel with. It's one good shot, and I think he's away here.
Ronan sat down. He's
Yeah, that one. I think he can stun up off the cushion. I'll leave that one. He can get into the bottom of the. He plays those digging down shots well.
It's quite a tough shot. I think he's going to play the bottom left corner. I think
he
he's
could
cute.
play that one as well.
His cue might be better in there, but we'll see.
he's not even looked at that one.
No.
I'd like to take the top 3 out first and work my way down, but he plays the dig down shot so well.
In the deciding frame, the dig down shot's a big shot now.
Playing
Top-
ball.
Playing ball, yeah, he can just miss that red. So
This is a big shot,
Is
this.
he playing it in the corner?
now in the middle.
Yeah, he's on that
Yeah,
lovely.
he's fine. And this is a massive chance now.
I think Ronan's fearing the worst.
Yeah, 6-3 up. And, just couldn't get that last frame. Are we calling a kick? Is it going to be a kick? It's going to be another turning point in this match.
Well, from our perspective, we'd love a twist. Mark Boyle probably wouldn't agree with us. Ronan would. You see that plastic straw you're using there? Have you seen all the publicity about plastic? Make sure that don't turn up in some turtle in the River Thames.
Turtles in the Thames,
On table 9, Michael Oliver, Alexander. Michael Oliver, Alexander.
They're reverting back to the paper straws, aren't they?
Yeah,
Apparently.
some places are, yeah.
And they've done away with the plastic. They're doing away with the plastic bags and bag for life and all that. Just going back to how it used to be.
Yeah.
It's,
This is probably the only danger that Mark got in this shot now.
I
This
think it's all right.
clearance.
Here, just
Got to stun it in.
punch this in.
Yeah, should be fine.
Nothing to do.
That's the only danger he's had. I think these now are pretty straightforward.
If you got to feel for Ronan. He just didn't get that easy opportunity, did he? You know?
It was that red on the rail, wasn't it, that he needed to?
Well, it was the plant shot as well for a couple of frames back when he tried to hit one red to pop the other over the hole and completely misjudged it.
Yeah.
And sort of since that point, things have just gone away from him a little bit, haven't they?
Yeah. Now then.
I thought he would have just dropped that dead weight
I thought he would.
to play the harder rail then. No.
See now he's forced to take the right hand one of the yellows and doesn't afford great position for the black now. So
The black must go into this bottom right corner.
do you think?
Yeah, definitely.
Must do.
Do you think he'll just bump this? I think he'll bump the red just to use it.
Could there be a twist?
Yeah, I think
Could
he'll
there be a
use
twist?
the red to stop the white here. What has he got?
This is not an easy shot
Has
to
he got
bounce
enough
up
angle?
there.
It's certainly not a gimme. He's got to put a little bit of pace in it.
Yeah, he don't
He
like
could
it.
opt to screw it back through the red and the black.
You can easily quit on these shots, can't you? And leave yourself no shot.
Yeah, it's just good crowd watching. They're all watching the final moments of this match.
I think if he used the red that he's closest to as a stop and just bump out, opens that bag up and he's got the perfect angle. But he's having to play this with a bit of digging down, with a bit of punching it in.
He's not hit
Whoa.
it. He's not hit it.
It's a twist.
So
We have a
I
twist.
told you,
We've got
didn't I?
a twist.
Told
We've
you.
got a
I
twist.
said you can easily quit on these, and that's exactly what he's done.
He's
Right,
not even
guys.
got a double. He's
What-
not even got a double.
What have we got?
He's got a treble. He's got a treble.
Can he cut it? Can he cut it back? Can he
He has got a treble, you know.
He's got a treble.
He has got a treble. This could be sick.
Don't like the treble, just because of that red.
But that's his guide. That's the
yeah.
perfect guide. It's not in the way in his path.
Wow.
Stay tuned.
I don't think he can clip that back, do you? Is that clip backable? If that's a word?
Clip backable.
It is now.
Is the pressure getting to us?
I need the toilet.
Wow. I'm not sure which one of you said it, but he did quit on the shot, didn't he?
Yeah,
When he
yeah.
played on down the road, he didn't.
Yeah.
He knew he couldn't hit it much harder than that, though, because, you know, for me, I dare say, if you were practicing, you could get the cut, but this lashing the cut is not the right shot.
Yeah, the white's going
Yeah,
everywhere.
you have to. I think he has to give this the attempt of the
He's
treble.
looking at the treble now. Look, he's
It's
pointing his cue.
not easy, but we think it's there, don't we, guys?
I don't.
I like a treble. I don't mind taking a treble on, and I think on these, particularly on these cushions where it's going to straighten up quite a bit on the second cushion,
But then
I think
widen on the
I think, well, we're going to find out. Tell you what, here we go. No. It's
I don't.
teasing us.
I just think that red's just a little bit too far down.
3,
to stop it.
2. No, he's not happy with it. I'm trying to do a countdown.
This is
Wow.
drama. This
Wow.
is drama. Isn't
Wow. Ronan will
Look
be,
at the crowd.
Ronan's
Look at the
fingers.
crowd at the back as well.
Ronan will be having his fingers
everybody-
and toes crossed. I think.
Everybody's come over to look at this now.
it? Yeah.
Brilliant. Go all
Just
those-
imagine this for the final, and he's only got a minute to play the shot. You know.
Yeah. Oh, he just gets down and bangs in, doesn't he? Yeah.
Do you think he's thinking about it too much? Does he? You know, he's going to commit to the shot. And here we go.
No, yeah.
No, he's still sizing it up. The black potentially could go in the top corner, but there's
Here we
a
go,
millimetre
guys.
gap.
3, 2,
Treble
1.
time. Treble time.
Oh, Oh, he's tried the skill. Oh,
wow.
And he's lucky he's put the black safe.
Never even thought of that.
Yeah.
I didn't think that was on.
No.
I looked at that, I didn't think it was on.
That was so tough.
Wow.
I
Ronan
think
McCarthy's now heartbeat's just gone up to 130
per second.
From 20.
Yeah.
The shot now for me is to play the black along the rail to knock it over the bag.
So you're committing to the finish on this visit?
Oh yes.
Has he got a heartbeat, Ronan McCarthy? I thought he wasn't human.
I'd be playing the black up to the top right corner.
The only thing I'd say about that shot, the white would have been pretty much stuck to the cushion. So
yeah. Well, we'll see which way he goes.
I think he plays this.
I don't like this way.
Was he trying to develop those two and then bring the white across for the one on the rail straight away?
Yeah, I think so.
This, for me though, you can still stick one of them safe here.
You could put the black in here if he hits it too hard.
You could put the red safe if you don't hit it right. Oh, you know what? I didn't like that.
That's
no,
not bad.
he's played that well. It's not perfect, but he's in control.
Give himself a chance.
He's not landed perfect on a ball here. He's got the one into the middle, but it's to thread the white. This is all about holding yourself together.
Well, we said it before, didn't we? How many times we've seen Ronan in a position like this, and he'd be just so thankful to get back to the table, really, because it looked all over this match. Oh,
that's okay.
Just.
Yeah, that's okay.
Just, yeah.
He'd have been, he's going to be on something, with that shot. The important thing was to get that gap onto it.
He's in a good position now.
Yeah. I'm sure Mr. Boyle would like to swap with him.
Follow it through for the one on the rail, or?
If he's got the angle, yeah, he's got to do.
No, it's just he likes that shot, doesn't he, Ronan? Just to punch them in. Yeah, stun this one in. Left middle, one up the rail. Bring himself back down.
Yeah, he's still work to do, hasn't he?
There is, yeah.
That's why he wanted to take that one on the rail early and get it out of the way. Hope he's not thinking about the one that he missed into that bag earlier.
Yeah.
It's got a good angle there.
Yeah, just dab this in. There. Important to not leave it. Well, it wouldn't be too bad if he was anything but straight, really. That's all right.
This is the ball.
I'd have liked another inch.
This is the ball.
Do you think? I think nothing's perfect. You just
yeah. This is the ball to win him the game. Yeah.
Ooh, still got to get on the black.
I can stun this out now.
Right, this is routine for Ronan this now.
Yeah, stun it out, black into the middle.
There's no routine at this pressure. Oh, he's played that well.
Beautiful shot.
He's played that well.
Well done.
And this black for the match. What a great match it's been.
Yeah,
very
Great
good
match. Yeah. Applause from the audience. That was some top draw pull under the highest pressure there.
Final twist as well on that.
There was a twist on
Mark
there.
will be kicking himself, I think, for that final yellow.
Right, let's 77. Let's try and get a word with Mr. Ronan.
Yeah. I'll leave it to you guys.
Cheers, Andrew. Well, hope you all enjoyed that match. What?
I think is it you next, Gav?
So Ronan's just trying to work out how to put the headset on. Ronan, we've got a translator in if we need one, but yet again you proved what a great player you are under pressure. You must be absolutely delighted.
I played fairly well, but again my breaking wasn't too good. Even the last frame I broke, and he should have cleared. You know, I thought it was beat once it broke in the last frame, but I took my chance at the end under a bit of pressure. And I know I can still do it, but I would just like to get a run of breaks going that I can sort of bully people instead of just having to struggle the whole way through matches. But that's the way it's been all my life, so it's not going to change now.
Just looking at the stats there on the screen, your break was actually working quite well. You know, you out of 6 breaks.
4, huh?
Yeah, you potted 4 times.
Did I?
Yeah,
2 dry breaks.
Yeah.
I
One
potted
break
the
a
white
dish.
in the first one.
Yeah. So that would have been classed as a dry break.
Well, that's actually good for me then. I didn't actually think. I thought I had more dry breaks than that.
Yeah. No, you potted from 4 of your breaks. So
That's actually very good for me.
I mean, it's testament to the sort of, I guess, the strength and depth of the tour that you're playing someone like Mark Boyle in the last 1 to 8. I mean,
Yeah, well, it wasn't an ideal draw really, but you have to beat them all to win these tours. So it's good to get them out of the road now. It makes it a bit easier for everybody else. So
We thought your heartbeat must have went up when he came short off that last yellow.
yeah, well,
We were looking at a treble, potential treble, but
yeah, he didn't cue it. He sort of quit on the shot.
He did.
I actually thought he would have run through off the 2 cushions,
yeah.
but he tried to stun it in, and it just didn't get through it at all, and it sort of left him silly. He had very little to go at. I thought he might have trebled,
Yeah, we looked at
but
the
it
treble.
must have been very close. I think there was a ball in the middle of the table, must have been preventing him, because that's the shot I would have went for, but the shot he played, I was wanting him to go for it because it was so hard to get that ball. But no, just I missed the ball to win the match 7-5 up the rail.
The rail, yeah.
this corner left bag.
Yeah, and
And you played a shot. You had 2 reds in I think the frame before, 2 reds near the right hand corner from the break, and you tried to hit 1 red and pot the other one.
that was a terrible shot. That was a terrible shot. But the ball I've left up the rail, I've just left myself tight on the cushion with the cue ball, and I couldn't cue it right. If it had been an inch out, it would have been a very easy pot. But I've just left myself that my bridge hand was rocking, and it's so hard to pot them balls down the rail. I actually thought it was going to go in, but it's that, and then he's cleared up again. But just glad to fall over the line.
Yeah.
So even someone like you who's been around for what seems like an eternity, you know, the heartbeat's still going, you know, in those last frames.
You still love playing them matches against the big players, and that's what it's all about. You know that's what you play the game for, to play these matches against top players like Mark, which he is. It's still, if that doesn't make you sort of give you a wee buzz, nothing will. So yeah, it was good to get a win.
Yeah, I think you were putting Mark under pressure early doors, weren't you?
Yeah, I started off fairly well. Went 4-1 in front, and then I knew he was going to keep coming back. He's not going to miss too many balls, but he just kept. He had a few breaks and clears, and he's back in the match. And then last frame, it's anybody's. A broke dry, and I thought, well.
I saw the look on your face when you sat down. I think you knew what was coming.
I thought it was done for, but well, maybe the wee break I needed. Sometimes you need a wee bit of luck to go on and win tournaments, and I feel like I've got another life now. So hopefully I can go on and do well.
Yeah,
very
excellent.
good.
Just before you go, Ronan, just a quick word about Morocco. You were in Morocco a couple of weeks ago.
It was definitely the best pool trip of my life.
Really?
As far as the hospitality goes, the Moroccan people were just, they could not do enough for them. We got off the plane, we were put in the limousine, photographers, and treated like true professionals, and like it was just brilliant. We didn't have to pay for anything in the club. Just the Moroccan people were, after every match we were like getting our photos taken and signing autographs for like an hour. We couldn't get out of the club for an hour after the matches. It was
fabulous.
It was like no experience I've ever had at pool before. Absolutely brilliant, and I can't say enough about the Moroccan people. They were second to none. Brilliant.
Excellent.
Really good.
Really good. Right, well, I think you deserve a bit of a break now, Ronan. So thanks for your few minutes here and your insight into the match, and good luck for the rest of the weekend.
Cheers, lads.
Good luck, Ronan.
We'll speak again soon.
Well
Cheers.
played. Well played, mate.
So Ronan McCarthy, he gets through that titanic battle against Mark Boyle. He's into the last 64. I mean, that's bizarre that was a last 1-8 match, and So the Ben Davis and Gav Robinson, they're on now. We're just going to take a quick 5-minute break, and we'll be right back for the commentary.